Welcome to the Last Two Braincells Podcast. For today's episode, we are going to be doing this or that, where we take two situations and that are kind of difficult to decide between. It's not going to be super easy layup questions. We're going to really have to think about this, and we will pick, would we rather do this or would we rather do that? I have written down 10 things that I found on the internet after 5 minutes of searching, but we will both be debating it. And we might throw in some extras as we think of things because sometimes we're creative.
Usually not.
Yeah. Sometimes we are not.
Also, my name is Bert, and that was Corey because she didn't introduce us. So,
I feel like they catch the vibe.
now everyone knows.
Yeah, I'm Corey today.
Yeah, thank God. I've wanted to be someone else for a long time.
I feel like that's like a unisex name-ish. Corey.
It is. Well, yeah. I mean, if you put the I at the end instead of the Y or the EY, then it's always, and then, yeah. I think K in general, like the K version of Corey is more unisex
than the C version.
No matter how you spell it. So, shout out moms for confusing everyone.
Shout out moms for
all the time.
Making letters mean something.
Yep. Are you?
All right, I'm Corey.
I'm sorry. You don't have to be. I feel really bad now.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on.
Yeah, no, like I'm happy being Bert. This is great. But
You're living the best life.
Yeah, I think we can trade back now.
You got a water sprite and everything.
Yeah, I do. I do. Wait, okay. So this or that, I don't know what any of them are. You did all of the research on things as per usual because I don't like doing stuff. And so these are all going to be coming at me as a surprise. And so this is going to be my genuine reaction to everything. And I'm just going to go with my gut, I think, for most of them. But some of them I'll think about.
I have no thoughts usually, so I haven't really put any thought into them.
Perfect.
So
Let's go.
We got this.
All
right. The first one. Would you rather be followed by an aggressive mariachi band or a personal narrator who describes everything you do?
The narrator. Yeah. I think hands down the narrator. I don't like loud noises or mariachi bands or being followed by large groups of people. So I think one narrator would be fine. And then I think too, it would make me make better choices because I would be thinking about what the narrator would say about what I'm doing. So I feel like I'd be a lot less gross. I'd probably be more organized. I think while it would be annoying, both of those things are annoying. It would be so much better. It'd almost be like a life coach, but you're your own life coach because you have to think about what you're doing more. So.
Yeah, and whenever you fail, they're and they struck out again. And it's okay, do we really need that right now?
So
I obviously saw it.
Is it a sassy narrator?
It can be. It's your personal narrator. So
is it based off of my personality?
They're gonna read into everything.
I kind of want to change my mind, but I'm not going to.
They will sass it.
Yeah.
I also agree with this personal narrator one because I had a situation happen to me on my birthday, this last birthday, where
happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I didn't get you anything.
Thank God. All right. Because I hate the attention because I hate it so much. So I'm in Orlando in Purgatory and we're sitting at breakfast and I'm telling someone, they're like, oh, happy birthday, by the way. And I'm like, thank you. Yeah, I really don't like birthdays. And oh, why? And I'm it's just too much attention. Also, when people sing happy birthday at you, what are you supposed to do? That is just such a stressful situation to be in, to the point where I have secondhand embarrassment, almost to tears.
For other people? You have embarrassment for the other people?
Yes, I don't discriminate.
You're not even embarrassed?
I hate everybody's birthdays. When I hear them sung in a Mexican restaurant, the worst because they bring out the full sombrero and everything and the whole crowd is clapping. I hate it so much. So what happened was we're in a team meeting because I was at a conference. I was working one and they're just talking or whatever. And they're oh, and by the way, it's her birthday. So I was okay, that's not that bad. And then the music overhead started playing.
Oh no.
Because we were in a big ballroom.
Oh,
It was
no.
like, happy birthday. And then I looked over to the side and they put on 2 giant slides, happy birthday to me.
Nope.
And then I look over to the other side. There's a cake coming out as everybody, all of my coworkers are singing happy birthday. And I'm like, I can't cry right now because that would be a little embarrassing.
It would be awesome.
I did laugh a little bit because I know the person who organized it was the person that I told.
I
didn't like birthdays. I was like, you know what? That's a good prank.
Okay, that's super funny.
Good.
And it's a good way to find out that one of your coworkers fucking hates you. So, like, that's great.
It was a good joke. Also, It was a Walmart cake, so it was kind of banging.
Yeah, I've heard that about Walmart cakes.
They're really good.
Sure.
Don't sleep. I called my dad and told him that night, and he was like, as you should. Don't sleep on a Walmart cake. And I'm like, yep.
All right. I'll trust you. I'm never
right.
going inside of a Walmart, so I can't. Walmart's depressing.
Okay, fair enough. Have you been to a Walmart grocery store before, though?
No, because there's other grocery stores.
They're kind of a little bit nicer.
Maybe, I don't know, but you walk into a Walmart and every light is like flickering, and it's just
there's birds overhead.
It's the worst, and it's always like 1 degree too cold or 1 degree too warm. I just don't like it.
I think it's just you getting overstimulated. So like whatever like temperature you're at is the opposite of it.
That's true.
I just like people watching.
Not a Walmart. Mm-mm.
You don't like people watching at Walmart?
No, because I like people, and I don't want to like them less. Walmart is a scary place. I like people watching it like a park, you know?
Yeah. Theme park ones are pretty good, too.
Okay, that would be good. I would do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to it. I would choose a personal narrator.
Personal narrator it is. Yeah, that's the one.
Because of what happened to me.
What if the personal narrator was me?
I mean, that's still better than an aggressive mariachi band.
I'll take that as a win for me today. Let's go.
Because I also think I've been having a little bit more snacks or whatever, just feeling a little tubby, and the freaking mariachi band will do the tuba, the burner, while I'm walking, and so then I'll just like kill my self-esteem. I'm like, what is this? Because they're aggressive, so
That's
it could
true.
mean that they're aggressive in other ways.
They could be sarcastic and sassy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of
all
funny.
right. Second one. Would you rather have the ability to teleport, but only to locations where someone has recently sneezed, or be able to fly, but only 2 feet off the ground?
Can I fly fast?
Yeah, it just says like you're able to fly, but your only height is 2 feet off the ground.
Well, teleporting would be great. Am I getting sneezed on, or is it just like there's
where someone has recently
germs?
Sneezed? Yeah, they've already sneezed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd just wear a mask, I think, and carry like antibacterial stuff. That's fine because it's not like I would teleport everywhere, you know. But it would be nice to teleport. So I can choose. I want to like teleport to New York City. I can't pick like a exact location, but there's got to be a bunch of people who sneeze.
Recently,
so it's just like in my head, I'm like, okay, teleport to nearest sneeze by Yankee Stadium or something like that, and then like whatever. That would be fine. I think I would do that because then you could experience so much.
Land somewhere that's close to like a train or something.
Yeah, so where people are sneezing and there's germs anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, yeah, because I just figure like outside is gross in general, and I can't really figure out like the benefit of being able to fly. Like flying too like fast would be nice. 2 feet off the ground, I feel like it'd just be weird. People just make fun of you and shit. You know?
I always like, even though you're able to fly, they find some kind of way to make fun of you, because that's just how people are. They find a way to roast you. But I actually had this discussion on the way to Universal about like what superpower that I would have, and everybody was like, "Oh, flying. Teleportation is hands down so much better than flying." And they're like, "Oh, but like I have the speed or whatever," and I'm like, "Well, I can rob a bank." But
yeah,
not
true.
Really.
But like the wind in your hair, you know what I mean? It's tough because I think that the ability to actually fly would be super cool. Like just being like, think about how happy birds got to be when they're just soaring through the air, you know? Like, I just want to be like a happy bird just flying.
What if you end up being a penguin and you just have to be a bird of the sea?
Well, now we're just but then I'm not flying. This isn't like, would you rather be a bird or a person? Like, I would rather fly, and penguins don't really fly, so.
They fly in the water.
That's swimming.
Debatable.
Do dolphins fly?
Yeah, out of the water.
It's jumping, but okay. All right, that's
debatable.
Okay, so you would go with teleport too, then? Huh?
Yeah,
that's like your favorite superpower. Sounds like, because you want to rob banks.
Yeah, exactly, and then get away with it too. Because literally,
I know a bank
robber. If you think about it, with cameras and everything, I don't know how people get away with stuff. Like,
that's
get
true.
away with like murder or anything, because there is a camera at every single spot that you could think of. So you would have to be really strategic about where you go and do things. But if you're teleporting, you just put on like all black and you pop in there and they teleport somewhere else and they have no idea. Like, they can't.
That's
they
true.
Can't catch you.
You could also teleport to the security room and just turn off the camera before you even go in. But then the security guard needs to sneeze first, which I feel like they're like, out of all the people on the planet, security guards are like the sneeziest people.
True.
You know what I mean?
Couldn't really teleport. Yeah.
You can't teleport and like rob banks. You know, what is is the money gonna sneeze?
Yeah, true.
What you could do?
Go ahead. Hand dryers.
I think they're fine. I don't really buy.
Use them?
Yeah, I don't really buy into the thing that says they're gross. I don't know.
Where's the air coming from?
The air?
And what air are hand dryers in?
The air? The air that you're already in.
Bathroom air.
You're already you're literally already in the bathroom. You are breathing the poop air.
Know what I would rather do?
What?
I'd rather just, like, as soon as I get outside of there, just shake my hands off. They're washed. Just shake it off.
You're already in that. Your clothes have poop air on them. You breathe it in. There's poop air in your mouth.
I just don't want to consciously be blowing even more poop air onto my hands.
I don't think that's the way that it works. I truly like it.
How would it not work like that? It literally
because it's not like it. it's just not. It's not the same thing. I don't know. Like, you're already. I don't know. Like, have you ever been in a porta potty? Because you're haunted for life at that point. You know what I mean? Like,
that is true. That is a big fear of mine, of getting knocked over while in a porta potty. Like, for some reason, it knocking over. It's so stressful.
Can I say one thing about porta potties? Yeah. Generally speaking, men are more gross people. We know this, right? Like, I'm more gross than women, you know, in general. But porta potties that women use at like festivals and stuff, those are the grossest ones, because you guys, like, you don't want to sit on it, right? You don't want it because it's gross to sit. But then y'all miss the most. Like, it is just.
But how do you know it's the woman?
Because we have the little urinal on the side. You know what I mean?
But what if a child is not too tall?
I'm talking about specifically. Okay, so like, for example, a country music festival in Wisconsin. Okay, I went with a large group of friends. And this isn't the only time this has ever happened, but this was the scariest time. And like, you would wake up in the morning and there'd be lines. Like, we would be, you know, everyone's like cordial, right? And like, all the dudes went into like one porta potty, all the women went in the other porta potty. Yeah, but there's like lines, you know, and we'd like designated it just so everyone could be as comfortable as possible. But then as the day goes on, you get a little bit more drunk. You just use whatever porta potty's open, and like that was the grossest one by far. Was like the women's one. It was just absolutely disgusting, you know. And I talked to the porta potty guy who came to like empty them later, service it, yeah. And I was like, dude, it sounds backwards in my head, but like, am I right about this? And he was like, oh yeah, you're definitely right about that, like 100%. And I was like, damn, this is one thing that I have cleanliness over my wife.
Specifically when it comes to porta potties.
Only porta potties, which I never use anyways. But
let me tell you, a great experience is going to any kind of gaming event.
No, it's not.
Trying to use the restroom. Like, that is the one time where life is great.
Oh, because
I got 20 toilets to choose from.
That's
I
fair.
could do cartwheels in there if that wasn't gross. Like, I got all the space. I got all the space in the world. I'd be watching the guy line, just like,
oh, it's bad.
Princess Diane waving. And I'm like, as you guys should experience what that is like.
Yeah, no, that's fair. DreamHack Dallas too was like a biohazard event.
Yeah,
like it was legitimately so bad. You would like go up the escalator, and you would know that you were by the men's bathroom because it was just the worst smell of all time. It was horrible.
But in general, like, gaming events smell really bad because people wear jerseys but don't wash them or something.
I don't get, or like I like, and a lot more sweat because there's a lot more like socially anxious people there too, right? So you have the nervous sweats, and you're in a hurry, and everybody's running around, and I feel like in general, which it's a bummer, but like a lot of gamers have lower self-esteem, so then they wear like baggier clothes and like multiple layers, and then those clothes have scents on them. They sweat inside them, and like the more you sweat, the more nervous you get, and the more you sweat because you're nervous.
You're conscious. You're like, oh my God, I'm still sweating a lot.
And then like, generally speaking, we tend to have like worse diets because we want to get back to gaming. We want to get the quick food and stuff. So then it's just like greasy food everywhere and
Dorito fingers.
Yeah.
And then there's the girls, and we all have deodorant in our purses. Some people have spray ones, so we'll like share that, and then we have like breath mints and everything that we pass around. I had like in my backpack, I had breath mints, I had gum, deodorant, I have like the Manscaped products. Like not sponsored, but could be. It's I'm here and I need money. So but yeah, it's definitely something like I wish people at those events specifically took a little bit better care of personal hygiene. Or that's an opportunity for someone to make a lot of money. Like having a hygiene booth there. Actually though, like legitimately, Manscaped should go to those with all of their products. And just give out samples. It would sell really well. They wouldn't even need to, just samples is fine. And then have some full products for purchase. Let's write this down. Let's do it. We gotta have a booth. This is now Toilet Podcast. We really talked a lot on. We're gonna have to cut a lot of that out. This was about teleporting. Yeah. Yep. And we're all the way over here. Toilet porting. Well, I mean, I guess you toilet port in Fortnite. That's right. That's why it's on the mind. Yeah, exactly. Okay. We just can't get away from the game. So, all right. So we both agree teleporting. Yeah, teleporting is good. We'll cut out the other 17 minutes of that conversation. We'll include things that are like funny, but anything that we kind of were just drooling on ourselves, like dozing off. We can cut out the whole women porta potty thingy too. It's just something on my head where I was just like, huh. Nah, but this is the woman hating podcast. This is the women hating podcast. What? So we just somehow every single episode we are hating on some woman. Oh, that's not fair. It was like Susan, the first episode. Yeah, because she's horrible, but Susan could have been a dude on the HOA. That's not my fault, okay? The second episode, you picked all the moms. I didn't. You picked all the moms. I let you decide on all those. No, you grabbed all of the assholes, and they were all moms. I don't think that all moms are assholes. You just made it look that way. I was not grabbing moms' assholes. You take that back. you grabbed all of the moms' assholes. I'm not going to take it back. Damn it. All right, third one. Would you rather always see everything with a 2-second delay or hear everything 2 seconds early? Hear everything 2 seconds early, I guess. I mean, that's the most advantageous. Both would be super annoying. Like being off sync in general with either, audio or visual would be kind of frustrating, but at least one of them is helpful and the other one's not. So yeah, seeing everything like late. That would just be extreme. Like you couldn't play sports. No. Like that's gone. Yeah, but you could dominate sports if you could hear everything 2 seconds early. Yeah, like you can hear someone like coming up on you, and you're just like, "Whoa!" And they're like, "How do you know?" Exactly. I would never tell. What sport would be the best for that? Like to hear something early. I think baseball would be the worst. Yeah. because that's not really helpful.
Well, and yeah, it like baseball's very rhythm based. I guess every sport is.
Mm-hmm. Or wait, what if it's like soccer and you hear them cheering? So in your brain, you're like, oh shoot, like I should take a shot because like I'm definitely gonna score a goal.
And then if you don't hear any cheering, that's when you pass it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then somebody else. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Are there any audio based sports?
No.
Well, no.
I mean, in the Paralympics, there are.
Oh, true. True.
Would that technically blind handball thing?
Yeah. Okay.
But that also, I feel like that would mess them up more.
That would, because they require
it's
like
about timing.
actual yeah. All right. But the visual thing, no. I don't want to see these 2 seconds late.
I had to throw in a layup. Like
you did. You said there was no layups, but you lied because you're a liar.
I lied.
Yeah.
I'm a liar.
It's okay.
Tee-hee. All right, next one. Would you rather be able to see an extra color no one else can perceive, or be able to hear a frequency that reveals one secret about someone every time you listen to it?
I mean, the second one. That would be great. I love the tea.
You want to know everybody's secrets?
I do. Yes, tea is amazing. I live off other people's drama. I just don't, I don't like being in the drama myself, but I don't mind stirring the pot a little bit.
Yeah, I like, honestly, the extra color thing kind of is sick because I feel like the world would just be way more beautiful in a sense. And at the same time, if the secret is regarding me and they don't like me, I want to know that. I don't want to be associated
you want to or
with
don't
someone.
want to? You do. Yeah, you do want to know that.
I want to know that.
So if I ever have beef with you, like I have to tell you.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I already know. I actually knew as soon as you had the first thought.
Oh.
All right, this is the last episode.
Well, I mean, maybe if you hated women a little less, like it.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm just grabbing everybody's asshole. I don't
just
know.
the moms. Just the moms.
Okay, so we both were. Yeah, we haven't really stood on the opposite side on anything.
Okay, I'll do that intentionally on this next one.
Okay.
So you go first.
Is that your secret?
Yep. I'm going to stir the pot.
Would you rather have an AI voice narrate your thoughts in real time for everyone to hear, or have a random Wikipedia fact pop up in your vision every 30 seconds? So what's interesting to me about this is the Wikipedia part. Like, are they accurate facts, or have they been like edited? So you're just getting that fact upon the edited ones. I mean, easily I would pick the Wikipedia one because I don't think that I should be all my thoughts be out there. Then at the same time, like, it's an AI voice, so it would. Oh wait, but with the Wikipedia thing, it pops up in my vision. Like, what if I'm about to like cross the road? And like,
is it just like an entire Wikipedia page, and it just sits there in front of your eyes until you read the whole thing?
You can't see anything.
Like, the only way to clear it is to read it.
Okay, that makes it hard because I could get into dangerous situations there.
Yeah.
Like, I have to take something out the oven, and as I'm grabbing something from the oven, like hands in the oven,
just like a fact about Porky Pig popped up or something,
and I'm just like stuck there until I can go. Because I've burned my hand so many times on the oven, I can't.
So many times.
So many times.
How many times is so many times?
That I can't even count on my hands.
I feel like after like the second time, wouldn't you just be more careful?
That you would think.
I think I've burned my hand 3 times in my whole life.
Oh, I burn my hand so many more times than that.
Why?
Well,
just stop touching hot stuff.
Well, you just you get careless in the brain. You just be thinking about other things.
Not me.
And you grab stuff and you have your gloves on, but you accidentally go a little bit too high or like a little bit too low and just like hit the edge of it as you're pulling it out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe I'm more careful because when I was a kid, I had like one of those pizza stones, and I put a pizza in, but I didn't have a shirt on, and like I went to go put it up on the counter after the pizza was done, and I couldn't quite like get it high enough because I was a kid, and so like I leaned into it a little bit, and I had like a whole just a stripe on my stomach. I had a scar like that for a long time, or like a burn mark. Yeah, my mom was like, "Well, that's what you get."
You're not gonna do that again.
Yeah, and I have it. I mean, I burn myself every once in a while, I guess, but not often.
That's so stressful.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Oh
and the pizza tasted fantastic, though. So
it made it all better.
It made it all better.
When you have life lessons, it's better to do them as a kid because you low-key kind of forget it pretty quick.
True.
Like, the trauma is still there, like, subconsciously. So when you're an adult, you're like, I really don't want to burn myself.
Yes, it's like imprinted.
I'm going to get got. But then also, if I burn myself, I get pizza. So.
Ooh, yeah, it was like a kind of a weird reward system.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't mind pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I always think like maybe pizza's coming.
At the end.
Yeah, it's fine. Yep. Okay, well, with an AI narrator, do I get to use the AI also? Is it like AI in my brain?
Yeah.
So like I can like ask it questions?
Your thoughts. I mean, I'm assuming if it's AI, then
like it'll have answers, or is it just narrating my thoughts?
Probably should.
Okay. I wouldn't mind that. A little Google in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Better than
just be saying everything outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
I feel like eventually you'd figure out, like, you could Google like how to turn off my thoughts, and then you get really good at meditation.
Ooh,
just be
true.
Able to go like thoughtless.
It'd be like kind of paradoxical too, at that point, right? Because like if you Google how to turn off your thoughts, and then the AI tells you, like, but I don't know, like I don't. That's just. I feel like wouldn't that make you? Yeah, my brain hurts now. I can imagine that it would hurt a lot more in that situation. Okay, I'm back. I think I think the AI narrator would be cool as long as I could ask it questions. I'd rather have that than Wikipedia stuff pop up, because having like Wikipedia facts and everything pop up would be kind of cool for icebreakers. But
it's every 30 seconds.
That's annoying.
A lot of Wikipedia facts, because I thought the AI thing like in my head, but then I realized I probably could figure out meditation and just turn that stuff off.
You might be better off in the end.
I'd probably keep burning myself if I don't.
I think based off of what I know about you, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop you from burning yourself.
I actually can't be stopped.
Yeah.
It will happen again.
Yeah, 100%.
It absolutely will happen again.
Yep.
Okay. Would you rather be able to talk to animals, but they all dislike you, or be able to talk to inanimate objects, but they never shut up?
There's a lot of inanimate objects around me right now. Like just in like if like look at this little baby screwdriver. Like what?
It's just saying so much.
And it just talks so much. Or like this chapstick. Like I just shut up. Like that would definitely the animals. But I would be so sad.
Sad. Like
it'd be
your
so
own
sad.
dogs.
Yeah, like they hate
like
you. Yeah.
They're like, where's Jenna? I'd rather have Jenna.
I feel
Bring
like
Jenna,
that already.
please.
Like I feel like they already do that. Like they say that without saying that sometimes, you know? Jenna's just the best, and I'm just here. I'm like the guy who gives them food sometimes.
You're backup person.
Yeah, I'm backup dad for sure. But it would still be. I guess I just wouldn't get more dogs. You know.
I just think it would be funny going to a zoo, and you're like chatting with like a gorilla. It's like, fuck off. It's like, sorry, man. Might be.
Also, you can make a career out of that.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean?
You're like just because they dislike
like an animal.
You.
Exactly. Like
Dr. Doolittle.
Mm-hmm. So like you go to a gorilla who's sick, and he's like, fuck you, dude. But like you're helping. You're like, what's wrong?
But also my tummy hurts.
Yeah, exactly. And like maybe he's like, my stomach hurts because you're so disgusting to look at and it makes me sick. And I'm like, that's not it. And he's like, yeah, you're probably fucking right, idiot. But, like, and,
my stomach still hurts.
But it still hurts. And you get to the bottom of it. You could help. And that would make it feel better.
I think it would also be funny to like get on some banter with animals.
Yeah,
just
how would that go?
I mean, the zoo would just be like the best part, where you're just like talking shit back and forth. And then the automatic layup one would be, well, you're in there and I'm out here, so
that's true.
Free will.
Okay, so which zoo animal would have the best like smack talk back though?
Oh,
like,
monkeys.
You think so? Why monkeys?
I just feel like they're up to, like, they be seeing things. They're so active. They'd be up to no good. Like, I feel like they would have some really good roast.
That's true.
I think they would. I think probably the big turtles.
Big turtle. Well, yeah, because they've been around forever too.
So I just imagine them with like the Zootopia vibe, where they're just slowly like getting out the words, but it's still like hate.
Yeah, and each one just hurts. And you have to like wait for the sentence to finish.
Like, oh my god, like I want to be respectful of this guy, but like he's not respectful of my time.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
What animal do you think would have the best roast?
I think like some of this, like the sea animals would be really good. I guess tortoises
dolphins.
Like yeah, right.
Dolphins
like
would be really
I think they'd be super good at it because they're
already smart.
Yeah, they'd be quick witted, and that would hurt the most. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, too, like I'm imagining a situation where I was like a zoo, like a worker, like the one who feeds them fish, and then like I'm just like I'm their inferior. You know, like both at smack talk and in our role. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would hurt.
And then they just freaking like splash some water in your face after you leave.
Like every single day, they just turn around and slap water at you. Yep. Yeah. You're like, all right, bye. Great day at work.
That actually kind of sounds fun though. Like even though it's just the worst thing ever, it also is the best thing ever. At the same
I think this would be a good TV show.
Oh yeah.
I think
they had the talking horse thing.
BoJack
like the
Horseman?
Black and white show. No, it was like a black and white show.
Oh, from like a billion years ago?
Yeah, I forgot what his name was.
Wasn't it like Mr. something?
Yeah, Mr. No, it's not Mr. Rogers.
No. I feel like the horse's name was like Mr. or something like that.
Like they put peanut butter on his lips so that it would look like he was talking because he was trying to get like the peanut butter off.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly,
brilliant.
I don't know like the ethics behind that, but
I guess it depends on how good peanut butter is for horses.
For horses, yeah.
How much
peanut butter? I know all animals like peanut butter.
I like peanut butter. So.
I also like peanut butter.
This is the Peanut Butter Podcast.
Peanut Butter Podcast. Okay, and a next one. I lost my place. I found my place. All right. Would you rather live in a world where every conspiracy theory is true or in a world where every urban legend actually happens?
The urban legends.
This is a little tough.
Yeah, because the conspiracy theory one, I feel like a lot of that is they're super like negative, like hateful driven a lot, right? So if every conspiracy theory was true, that would be such like a sad world to live in, where like the Earth is flat and
oh my god, you just
mean?
Wake up the next day and the Earth is just like completely flat.
Yeah, and like and every government is doing like experiments on their people, and like which is things that like some of those happened, right? Like and then but think about the ones that didn't happen that are super bad, and then like. I don't know. Birds are government spies would be an interesting one too. But all the government-based conspiracy theories, I think, would ruin that one right away. Right, like that one would suck because the government's already bad enough in most places. You know, regardless of where you fall. I think that any of those would be horrible. And then the urban legends one would be kind of fun, like.
It would just be a little rough having to worry about dragons, like on your daily commute.
Those are urban legends? Know? There's an urban legend for dragons?
Well, all of those are urban legends. Like the Sasquatch would be an urban legend. Like the
Sasquatch
Man would be an urban legend.
That's where you went with that? I was going more.
Okay, let me look up the definition of urban legends while you tell me what.
Yeah, so like urban legends for me would be like all the true or like the crime stuff, right? Where there's a woman who is driving home from work and there's a car behind her that keeps flashing his headlights every 30 seconds. And she's trying to figure out what's happening, but she's terrified. So she drives home. And then she gets
to the end and there was someone in the back seat.
And every single time. Trying to warn you. Yes, exactly. So like that one, that's like a more interesting universe to me. You know,
like those actually happen.
Yeah.
Like all those scary stories.
Yeah.
The term urban legend began appearing in folklore studies in the mid-20th century, and it was used to describe the genre of modern too-good-to-be-true stories shared through oral accounts.
Interesting.
The phrase was popularized in 1981 with the publication of The Vanishing Hitchhiker, American Urban Legends and Their Meanings. Ooh, that in general sounds cool. the American urban legends. Maybe we
want to do an episode on the American urban legends?
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
Do a couple of those. Like I really the science one, the last episode, that was great.
Yeah,
that was so much fun.
You had a good time doing that. Nice. Yeah, I didn't because I felt stupid. So
I felt very smart. I was like, tricked you.
But okay, I would be down to do an urban legends one where I come up with some too, so you don't have to do all the work.
Oh, true. I mean, it's up to whatever you feel like doing.
Cool.
But okay, crazy thing. The title of the collection refers to one of the most well-known urban legends that of a person traveling in a vehicle, usually a car, who meets a mysterious hitchhiker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the ghost things. So it is ghost things.
Yeah.
Like apparently there's a lady who
ghosts definitely urban legend. Yeah. Or like the one on the train tracks. But like I don't think because like dragons and stuff, those are like mythical creatures, less urban legends. Unless there's an urban legend about a dragon somewhere, like the secret dragon of Scottsdale, Arizona, or something.
No, it's the freaking demon horse from
the demon horse?
Denver, the Denver airport.
Oh my God, yeah. That's also a conspiracy theory. There's a little bit of overlap.
That is.
Yeah, there's overlap between conspiracy theories and urban legends for sure. I think urban legends on the whole are more interesting. It would be like a more interesting universe to live in where urban legends happen versus everything that everyone,
because they also serve like a life lesson.
That's true.
Point to it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah. We would learn the lessons the hard way, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like the stone pizza thing.
Yeah, that was a hard lesson for me to learn.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, the conspiracy theories thing, it's just they're so rooted in like a truth, but then they start telephoning near the end. Like I feel with a lot of conspiracy theories, they based it off of like something that had actually happened before, history repeating itself kind of thing.
Sort of.
And then it just divulged. But then there's some where it's like, are you actually insane? Like, have you taken any critical thought? Like, this isn't even a conspiracy theory.
Yep.
That's the thing. Some conspiracy theories aren't conspiracy theories. They're just stupid.
Right.
Like, I just don't.
Oh, and we should do an episode on the stupidest conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
I was also thinking about that while we were going through this.
Mm-hmm.
So we can have some story times.
Down for story times. I think story times are excellent. And
they hit.
I do think that I can tell some good stories. So we'll have some weeks where we can take the pressure off of you, and I'll lead some. You can react.
Yeah. I just have random shit happen to me. So that's where I get the good stories. Like meeting Bernie Sanders.
I know. That was crazy. That's awesome.
It had picture proof. So I was like, I need to prove this happened.
I think he... does he have one outfit that he wears? He wears that one coat everywhere.
Yep.
It looks
He's
so
actually
cozy.
Tall. I wasn't
anticipating
that. He's 6 foot.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. Love Bernie, but he does kind of give off short dude energy. You know what I mean? Like he definitely does.
But it's just because when you think of like a grumpy old man, you put
grumpy
little
exactly.
Old man,
You're like, quit whining, grandpa.
But he's just grumpy 6 foot.
It's good for him.
One security guard. He was very nice. He asked us, he's like, hey, where are you guys? And we're like, oh, this is home for us. But we were XYZ. And he's like, well, very nice. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Super nice. And a Vermont accent, too.
Love it.
It was great.
Love it for you and him and them. Everyone.
Yeah. Very nice.
The world.
Okay, so I guess urban legends.
Urban legends.
The vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Because conspiracy theory. Back to the flat earth thing.
Mm-hmm.
How do they prove that? Like, how did they come to that conclusion?
Have you seen the videos?
I've tried to.
So funny. There's like one video. I think it's like a dude who's like testing like bullet drop, like gravity with like a gun, and he literally disproves himself.
I've seen those things too. And then, but they always
funny.
have a reason to make up like why, like like it actually is XYZ.
It's so funny. But yeah, those people are idiots. I'm sorry. Like, if you're a flat earther, you're an idiot. And I will say that to every flat earther that I ever meet, and I'll probably get punched a bunch of times. But, like, you're a moron.
But honestly, hey, you're getting punched by a moron.
Yeah, which sucks. Like, that doesn't...
Do you think they have dumb person strength?
Is that a thing? Is that a conspiracy theory?
Because if you think about, like,
dumb person strength?
In movies, they always have these big, like, brooding... whatever guards.
That's a stereotype.
They portray them as stupid.
Wow. I can't believe you think all strong dudes are stupid.
Well, it depends. If they've taken a lot of drugs to get strong, I feel like that has some adverse effects, some little brain fog.
Maybe. Maybe. Listen, I'm gonna get all my strong friends together and we're gonna riot. So.
Wait, y'all are rioting? So you're saying that you are also strong, or are you just
my strong
leading
friends.
them?
Yeah,
You're putting them in front of you.
yeah. Every group of strong people needs a weak leader.
Oh yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Cult leaders. That's how they work.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm the weak leader, so I can do this. I was raised for this.
To be a weak leader.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather swap dreams with a random person every night, or have a personal theme song play out loud every time you enter a room?
These are layups.
Really?
Yes, I would love to be in other people's dreams. I don't get I don't know, that doesn't weird me out. Well, I could, I guess, but mostly, I think people are so interesting. They're fascinating. And dreams are some of the most fascinating things that exist.
What if you swapped out with your grandparents and it was sexy time and you got to see all that?
So what would my theme song be?
That's immediately what I went to.
But it's a random. There's 8 billion people on the planet. What are the odds that your grandparents are? They're hopping into
they're not zero. Basically, any old person. Any gross person, you could see Donald Trump's dreams and be popping up in there watching whatever he's doing.
Is there a chance that I could get in there a second time, or is it just one and I never had to be in that person's dream again?
Swap dreams with a random person every night, so it doesn't say that there's caps on it.
It's just a random number generator.
Random number generator.
1 in 8 billion every night. You just roll the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Do I retain the memories?
Yeah, I would assume so.
I think I would still want to be in people's dreams for the ones that are good. You know what I mean? For the people who are.
You can't pick that, or you just
no.
Because
the good outweighs.
The good
yeah,
okay.
If it's 51% good, 49% bad. The 51% good would be really cool because you get to experience people's creativities and their thoughts, hopes, fears, all that kind of stuff. I feel like it would be such a I would make, at that point, I think, a career out of it as a writer, a short story writer, or
from people's dreams.
Yeah.
And then they'll read it and they'll be like, huh.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a dream about this.
Exactly.
That's weird.
But I think it could be cool because it's very rare that you get to kind of see life through other people's eyes, right? You have to really know somebody to kind of understand what they're seeing and what they're feeling. And there's just that just doesn't happen to most people very often, right? I don't know many people that well, but having the opportunity to and the randomness of it, the anonymity of it, kind of would make it less weird, I think. You know what I mean? Because it's not you run a very low risk of seeing that person in public. So I think that I could easily detach myself from the weirdness of it, even the gross stuff. I'd be like, oh, this is just a gross thing again. You know, and think about what if you caught a serial killer? You know what I mean? What if you hopped into somebody who's committing crimes and it would suck because you had to see some of the crimes. But you could provide evidence that no one else could provide. You know, I think that would be pretty cool.
I just never got a walkout song, so I think I just want that.
And maybe
I never experienced it.
I have, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
What were your walkout songs?
Well, I had a few different ones when I was younger. We kind of strolled through them on our playlist, but my favorite one was Big Papa.
Oh,
that one was. It's so funny to be a 16-year-old not super in shape baseball player walking out to Big Papa.
Oh my god, that's so amazing.
So good. And it's just fun. Those are fun. But when you walk into any room, how do you think you'd be received? What would your walk-up song be? Or your walkout song be? Your theme song?
So I guess it's personal theme song. So you only can pick one, or as life goes on. Or
yeah, would it
theme song
would it change
play out loud every time? That's why I wonder. Have a personal theme song play out loud every time. If I could change it a little bit,
yeah,
I probably would put it to the context. I come in there's some lo-fi going, and they're like, "Oh, she's a chill girl." That's pretty sick.
Yeah, okay.
I'd probably always have it as lo-fi, honestly. Would just be my... To get around it being, like...
Obnoxious.
An awkward situation. Like
a mariachi band.
I pop in. Oh my God. Never. It's freaking happy birthday. Whenever I walk in.
Yeah, and then everyone has to start singing.
Singing happy birthday. Yeah, definitely not that one. If it was your personal theme song is happy birthday every single time that you walk into a room, instantly whatever the other option is.
But think about all the free shit you'd get. So much free shit.
Instantly the other option of whatever it is.
So Donald Trump's dreams. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
That's actually the one time that I would pick that because like the secondhand, I just can't. I get cold from the secondhand embarrassment.
I cannot
Tears come to my eyes.
I can't wait to see you at RLCS and just sing happy birthday in front of everyone. To you. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to get a group to do it too.
You're going to hire a mariachi band.
A mariachi band. It's going to be sick. I can't wait. Dry House is going to pop around the corner with a cake. It's going to be so fun.
Oh my God. I just ceased to exist. I hit the meme where there's the kid that does the peace sign and then he slowly fades away. That's
fade.
Me.
Fair. Well, that's going to happen. I'm going to have people singing happy birthday from every exit. So you can't.
And then I have to keep explaining to people. And they're like, oh, it's your birthday. I'm like, it's in February. It's not now.
We celebrate half birthdays around here. It's fine. It's good.
That's in August.
I don't know how to do math. So whatever. I also don't know when RLCS is. Damn it. This is a hypothetical situation. It's going to be great, though.
The Worlds is in France this year.
I'm so excited for that.
You're not going.
I'm absolutely going.
How would you? I'm not going.
Why would you not go?
Because that's like a lot of work to figure out how to get to France.
Airplane.
But like there's airplanes.
I'll just go there and sneeze and you can teleport to me.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
okay, nice.
It'll be easy.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to France.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have never been to France before. So.
Me either. Yeah, I'm excited. But that's where FNCS is. I don't know if I'm going to go to the RLCS too.
Wait, FNCS is also in France?
I think they're doing the same exact thing, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going for Rocket League. Although Rocket League, if Fortnite's listening, please cover your ears. Rocket League was so much more fun to watch.
It's sick.
It's way fun. It's really so much more fun to watch live.
And the crowd is just like losing their mind.
And it's so simple to understand. 0-0, 1-0. It's a team versus team, right? And like Fortnite, I understand it, but the whole crowd doesn't understand it, right? It's like you can't, like not at a deep level. So
also Fortnite's pretty dead for like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
because it's just like gathering things and everything. Really, the only interesting part is for maybe 5 minutes max, and that's kind of shooting high. Like it has to be a pretty small circle for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, so the beginning, like spawn fights are good when they have spawn fights, right? But it usually
like when people contest.
Yeah, but the best teams aren't contesting each other, so it's always like the worst team contesting the best team and the best team shitting on them or whatever. And then end game. I do think that the most exciting thing in any esport in general is a Fortnite end game, like a professional Fortnite end game is
100%.
So interesting, but it takes a lot to get there. Like, yeah,
that's what I liked about the Milk Cup. I was always excited for that.
Milk
and
Cup
when they were
fire.
doing like the heel offs. And watching them live, like when they were at I forgot where they were, when they were in LA or something for the live one. Oh. And it was so cute because like in between, you would just watch the girls all smiling and chatting with each other and hugging each other.
It's a vibe.
It's so nice. Yep. Do the guys do that or do they just shit talk each other?
It depends, I think. Well, it's a lot of competitive dudes are competitive. And like that is there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of love, I think, mostly, but there is still like friend groups, like they're homies, I think. But honestly, like mostly Fortnite kids are shitty. I feel like. Yeah. The good ones, we got to protect the good ones.
Yeah, protect the sweet baby angels of the group.
N-Pen. Love N-Pen.
All right, where are we? Okay. So I think I picked something different. You picked the random dreams. I picked
We did it. We disagreed.
Yeah, we finally disagreed on something.
Let's go. You got your theme song, Big Papa, and I got...
okay, Big Papa. That actually would be hilarious.
It would be super fun. Exactly.
I
think you should.
Bigger throw off. Okay, so we're back to like a teleport thing.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere, but you have to fight a slightly stronger version of yourself every time you do, or be able to read minds, but you can never turn it off?
Wouldn't you just lose every time you teleported? Like if it's a slightly stronger version
Yeah,
of me?
so you just don't get to teleport.
Yeah, like I just get my ass kicked every time. Like you could teleport, but you just be in a bloody pulp of yourself.
Yep. Is that one better than the sneezing or worse than
That's
the sneezing?
worse. That's definitely because first of all, it would be embarrassing to lose a fight to me. I think in general for most people,
like to yourself.
Yeah, well, like just in like if you lost a fight to me, that would be embarrassing for you because I'm weak. You know what I mean? But like if I had to watch myself lose a fight to me, I don't even know. Like I'd feel so ashamed because
and it's every single time. Like,
every
you just basically
time.
Stop teleporting because you're like
it's just too embarrassing. But okay, and the other one was read people's minds, but you can't turn it off.
But you can never turn it off.
I think based off of my dream answer, you know where I'm going to lie on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think reading people's minds would be cool. I've always wanted to do that. I think that's like, if you ask like what your favorite superpowers are, like that's one of them. Because I think I think I do a good job in general of kind of understanding clues and context and not mind reading, but like IRL game sense.
You can see the body language. And
yeah, I can already read people
things.
pretty well, I think. Mostly because of anxiety, I feel.
You're hypersensitive.
Yeah, I'm hypersensitive of
other people.
Other people's how they're feeling. And mind reading would just kind of take the pressure off because you would just know. You know what I mean? You just know. I wouldn't have to ask questions.
I think the biggest thing would be wanting to understand if someone was like I've said, hey, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just tired.
Mm-hmm.
And then in their brain they're actually
just
fine, they're just tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would need that because the anxiety to a fault like makes it difficult for me to believe people when they say stuff because I always think it's my fault. Like there's something I haven't even done anything and I'm like I somehow did anything. Something.
It sucks. I'm sorry you have that. I have that when it comes to like, I'm like a people pleaser, I think. It doesn't sound like it because I'm an asshole, but like I definitely.
But people like assholes, so you're pleasing them in that way.
That's true. That's very, very true. And it like, it would be so nice to, if I was just hanging out with Jenna and I was like, hey, what do you want to eat for dinner? And she was like, I don't care. I could know if she actually doesn't care.
And then you see pasta pops up in her brain.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what? I think we should get. And then every time you seem like
you're just like right all the time.
Tune.
Yeah, she'd be so happy with that. I just want to make my wife happy. That's it.
That's all you want in life.
That's all I want.
All right, this last one that I'm doing is the hands down the one this or that I see asked like all the time, and it's kind of like one of the first ones that I saw. Fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck.
One horse-sized duck.
I just don't agree. I just don't agree with that take at all.
Every
single time that someone picks that, I don't agree with it.
I need to hear why, because do you know how
thick a duck's neck becomes when it's the size of a horse? I swear it opens its mouth, just swallows you whole. Like it's over. Do you know how big horses are? And then put that into the size of a duck. Neck is super thick. Like how do you plan on fighting that? Like,
you know how big horses are? They're not that big. Horses are
huge.
They're
what
like,
kind of horse are you thinking
there's
about?
a horse 100 feet away from me right now. Like they're the size of 3 people at most. A duck.
And that's the size of a duck.
Yeah, but it can't swallow. Think about how big the duck's mouth is. Think about how big a horse's mouth is.
Well, it's not a horse's mouth. It's a duck's mouth.
And
their
ducks
mouth is pretty big.
They have smaller mouths.
It's like the entire head is a duck mouth, like their bill.
I just disagree with you.
How would you fight it? How would you fight it? Tell me.
Speed? I don't.
It
has 2 legs. Take out one leg. All you gotta do is go for the knee.
How would you take out one leg?
Just kick it.
It's bigger now. It's bigger.
Again.
It's bigger now.
Yeah, but I'm not smaller.
The duck is gonna kick you back.
Not
you're gonna fly across the field.
Okay, to reverse this, think about 100 duck-sized horses. Have you heard of horsepower?
so much, but their horsepower is reduced because they're not at the size of the horse. It's brought
Yeah,
down.
but you're
It's
also
scaled
not
down.
the size of a horse. So in order to fight them, you have to get on their level
Why would I have to get on their level?
because they're gonna take you out of there. They're gonna swarm you.
Let me tell you. Take one horse,
Mhm.
grab it, swing it around. Just start hitting all the other horses.
And in
Just,
the
like,
meantime,
Then
when,
take two and just be swinging them around.
yeah, and what
just
about the ones that
knocking
you
horses
miss?
down.
Have you ever seen movies where there's archers and then an onrushing army that is running into the arrows, right? So there's like 100 archers and they're like pull, or they're taking out army men all the time, but people are getting through. Like you can take out the little horses all the time, but some are gonna get through and they're gonna bite you and they're gonna
but
kick
that's
you.
if you just stand still. I'm gonna be Godzilla stomping and swinging horses.
Horses
all
are
the way
faster than
around.
you.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm Godzilla stomping. Godzilla's not fast. Like it's just
But
it's
the
walking
same
and
principle
stomping.
applies.
Yeah, I just keep the things that are near me. I'd be stomping and I'd be swinging.
But eventually,
Swinging
like
horses
think
around.
about you taking out 30 of the horses. Then there's 30 horses just laying there at your feet. You can't move very well.
Well,
like you're surrounded.
That's why I'm Godzilla stomping as moving, because I'm not going to just sit there and wait for things to happen. I'm going to go in the little group of people.
I think that it's
I just think
mathematically
I have a better chance against 100 duck-sized horses than I do against a huge duck. I just will take that to my grave. I feel like I would have a better chance against the little horses.
I mean, I disagree, but we're just gonna have to disagree. It's just odds for me. Take out one thing or take out 100 things, you know?
I just think the odds are in less favor of that big old big old duck neck. Old duck neck.
Yeah, well, we'll see how people feel about that. I think more people are going to agree with me. Taking out one thing is easier than taking out 100 things.
With your bare hands?
Either way, you're doing it with your bare hands.
Just think about it. How many third graders do you think that you could fight off before, or maybe, hold on, how many first graders do you think that you could fight off before it becomes too much?
Depends on how fun it is. You know what I mean? Because, kids are annoying. Mm-hmm. So, if I'm having a good time, knocking them over like dominoes or whatever,
yeah.
Then probably 50.
I think you could take out 50 first graders?
Yeah, but I think I could take out one first grade teacher before I could take out 50 first graders.
That is not the size of a horse-sized duck.
It's similar.
And also, first grade teachers are very nice people for what they have to deal with.
I wouldn't do it. I love teachers. They're amazing. But if I had to do it, I'd probably take out the teacher first, you know?
That wasn't even in the equation. You just brought her up out of nowhere.
Why is it her? Why
are
you saying men can't teach first graders? Unbelievable.
Why are you taking out him? Why are you taking out either of them? They already have a hard enough job trying to teach things that don't have brains fully yet.
Wow, I can't believe you'd say that about children. Clearly you hate children.
I mean, I teeter on both sides daily.
True. That's fair. But your thing about the duck swallowing you whole, I don't think the mouth would be big enough to do that. Are we Googling it?
Yes. Can ducks swallow?
Well, that's not that's the different question.
That's perspective.
Okay. All right. 1 second.
Or how big?
I'm going to do, how big is a duck's mouth? Wait. Okay. Hold on.
They eat their food whole by
GPT.
swallowing. So the size of the fish they can eat depends on the size of their bill. Smaller ducks like mallards mainly eat small fish like guppies, graylings, and minnows, while larger ducks can eat chubs, brown trout, and other species. What is a chub?
How big is a duck? I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
How big is a duck's mouth? And if you scale up a duck to average horse size, could that duck swallow a human? A human.
Chub.
A duck's mouth or bill varies in size depending on the species. For an average mallard duck, the bill is about 1.5 to 2.5 inches long and around 0.75 to 1 inch wide at the base. Now let's scale a mallard duck up to the size of an average horse, about 5 feet tall at the shoulder and 8 feet long. The mallard's duck's body length is about 26 inches. A horse's body length is about 96 inches. If we scale the bill size up proportionally, it will be about 6 to 10 inches long and 3 to 4 inches wide. Could this giant duck swallow a human? The average human shoulder width is 16 inches, which is way larger than the estimated 3 to 4 inch wide scaled up duck bill. Ducks don't have a flexible throat like snakes, and their esophagus isn't designed for large prey. I am large prey. Even at horse size, the duck's mouth would likely be too small to fully swallow a human whole. However, if we're talking about a giant mutant duck with extra throat elasticity or a fictional monster duck, then sure, maybe it could gulp down a human like a nightmare pelican. But realistically, even a horse-sized duck wouldn't be able to swallow a person. It could, however.
Realistically, a horse-sized duck, they're like that other stuff. That is wild. Horse-sized duck, reasonable. Realistic.
It could, however, chomp the hell out of them with its serrated tongue and billed edges, is what it says. Serrated tongue.
Oh, damn. So you're going to have to deal with that. Like, it just, like,
That's
pecking
true.
at you.
I also love that my ChatGPT says, like, chomp the hell out of them. Like, that is a sentence that is said.
It's like, he knows.
It's tailored to me.
Your ChatGPT knows.
Yeah.
Just like that AI voice. Like,
I know. Oh, my God.
And
True.
the narrator.
True.
It's already there.
I love it. Wow.
Well, I think that's really it. Do you have one last one that you've been burning question or?
No, I don't have a this or that for you. I mean, no. I mean, do you want me to come up with one? Because I'll come up with one right now.
I'd be impressed if you could come up with one right now.
Okay. Would you rather have every food you eat have a version of pulp or a tapioca ball type texture to it? Right? So everything would have like a pulp. Mm-hmm. Okay. Or would you prefer if all of your shoes had a hole where the big toe was and your big toe was just sticking out the entire time?
Easily pulp, because I eat raw oysters. So like texture is never really a thing. I eat orange juice with pulp. Like,
me too.
All that.
I love pulped orange juice and cottage cheese.
Is so good. That honestly would be that would be an improvement to some food.
So you'd be eating like
extra texture.
Okay, like a burger with like tapioca balls in it. You would just want that, like just cow's version of tapioca balls.
Just like, well, okay, no, it's just the normal food, but it
has like a ball like texture.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Balls are fine. don't have a.
Listen, you said it, and I agree.
And you agreed.
Yep.
This is a balls approved podcast.
Balls approved podcast. Shout out Manscaping.
Shout out Manscaping. Please sponsor us. We have a proposition for you.
Yes.
We have a stinky proposition.
We know lots of gamer land events that we can take you to. So.
All right. I still don't know how to end this, or don't know how to end this. Okay, bye.
Ending a podcast is very easy. What you do is say thank you for listening. It was a great time, I'm sure. And we'll see you again next week, unless you hated it, and then we won't.